Okay, so we have the old blue bases with the old screw holes, and the new blue bases, and the really old blue bases, and then Wicked Edge upgraded devices and made them available, and then they upgraded the device. And I can understand that, because if I was manufacturing, if I could make something smaller that did the same thing that this does, then I would want to manufacture something that's smaller, that fits in a smaller box, that weighs less, that uses less materials, and is less expensive to ship. So I understand that. On a strictly mechanical sense, I like the older one, but I like the ability to use all of them. So we're figuring out the combinations. Now, because of using the riser blocks that I learned from Wicked Edge, the difference between the original 100 and that was the ProPack one, WE 100, and then they put the riser under it that made it into the WE 120, and that was a ProPack 2, and the newer ones, this became hollow. And to step back even earlier, Wicked Edge had this mount, but they also had a mount like this that lets you clamp it anywhere you wanted. And this was the Field and Sport model. And then they went and expanded this with a flat flange on there so that it was wider, and even introduced this with a 130 vise with a longer square bar, and that was the Field and Sport Pro. And that was a very cool model with the flanged square open mount. So Wicked Edge made a lot of different models, and I'm trying to make the risers and the adapters that fit it. Now, why the adapters? Why the risers? Well, the risers are for the height, because I want to make the vise as tall as I can, make the square bar as wide as I can to improve my precision adjustability in that triangle. Now, as we've been making the blocks for years, just like Wicked Edge's blocks, Wicked Edge went from a single hole vise, because that's all that it needed, to a double hole vise, which presented a integration problem, that how do you use a double hole vise on a single hole mount. And they have now, and we're going to talk about that later, but they have figured out a way to do it in the sequence of the installation for the dual cam vise. Now, for $75, you can upgrade any of the Wicked Edge with the new standard vise. But because of the different bases and the hole pattern, that becomes a challenge. It's been a challenge for Clay. That's why he has different adapters, and that's why he has a Wicked Edge 100 series upgrade and a 120 series upgrade and a dual cam upgrade for those different models too, because the height and the screws and all that, it varies and it becomes challenging. Okay, so because of that, because Wicked Edge went with the new dual cam vise, we made all of our riser blocks, whether it's a plain riser block like this, or the stable riser block with the receiver for the rails, they all hold the washers, the drag washer, the spring washer can. We call it can because it's a can of spring washers. And this fits in here just like Wicked Edge's adapters. We've been working towards this because we knew this was coming for the last 6 months. So what we did at the Expert Corner group with all of our riser accessories is we incorporated the can hole so that any of the risers, whether you're using a riser under the standard vise, the old standard vise, or you're going to use it to incorporate a new standard vise with the riser. But all of the risers now have that can hole so that they are upgrade ready if you choose to invest in a dual cam vise at a later time. Whether you get a plain riser, which is the receptacle for the can, as soon as I get it in place, is the receptacle, or the can that holds the rails for the stable riser if you wish to work with the stable riser. So we have all the different adapters that let you upgrade, whether it be the standard vise with the old series or the new series, or the dual cam vise with the old series or the new series. Then you can create, because they discontinued these vices off of the Gen 3 Pro and the Wicked Edge 130. This went away and got replaced by the new, where is it at? It's in my hand. By the new dual cam vise. But because of the height difference and the can hole, we had to do some engineering. And now all of our risers, whether they're for the stable riser or they're just a plain riser block, all of our riser blocks incorporate the dual cam vise can so that they are upgrade ready. Okay, I'm going to stop this.